Hey guys, let's get more news from Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Warriors' Draymond Green lands on Dub's injury report amid concerning knee issue. Power forward Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors are currently nearing the end of what has been a grueling East Coast road trip. The Warriors most recently got into the win column with a road victory over the Brooklyn Nets on Monday evening from New York, but it seems that Green's status for the final leg of Golden State's road trip, Wednesday against the Philadelphia 76ers, is now in doubt. This news comes via the latest official NBA injury report, which lists Green as questionable for the game against the 76ers with what is being deemed a right knee contusion. Things were expected to pick back up for the struggling Warriors when Green was reinserted into the lineup last month following his lengthy suspension for a cheap shot at Phoenix Suns big man Jusuf Nurkic. However, the Warriors have remained mired in mediocrity even with the future Hall of Famer back in the lineup, despite continued excellence from superstar point guard Stephen Curry, who will turn 36 next month. In fact, Golden State recently wasted a 60-point performance from Stephen Curry on the road against the Atlanta Hawks, going on to lose the back-and-forth affair in overtime. In any case, the Warriors will certainly be happy to head back to the Bay and try to turn their season around post-NBA trade deadline once the road trip finally concludes after the tilt with the 76ers. That game, a nationally televised contest, is slated to tip off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Two NBA teams considering trade for Warriors Andrew Wiggins, per report. With the 2024 NBA trade deadline rapidly approaching, teams are quickly running out of time to shore up their rosters ahead of the final stretch of the season. The Golden State Warriors are reportedly among the teams that could still be active before the deadline, which closes February 8 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there's a possibility they could part ways with veteran forward Andrew Wiggins before the end of the week. Wiggins is the Warriors player that has reportedly generated the most interest across the league, according to Yahoo's Jake Fisher. According to the report, Wiggins is among the players under consideration by both the Dallas Mavericks and Milwaukee Bucks. The 28-year-old's $24.3 million salary could make a deal difficult, as Fisher noted that any deal with the Bucks would likely require Bobby Portis to be involved, someone Milwaukee may not be eager to part with. As for a return from the Mavs, Fisher indicates the team would potentially be willing to move their 2027 first-round pick in order to facilitate a deal, which would likely include Tim Hardaway Jr. or Grant Williams in order to make salaries match. In 2023-24, Wiggins is scoring career-low 12.2 points per game and has seen his minutes drop from an average of 32.2 in 22-23 to 27.1 this year. Warriors insider claims Klay Thompson has very little chance of signing massive contract. Recent commentary from a Warriors insider suggests that Klay Thompson may have very little chance of signing a massive contract in the near future. While Thompson's legacy as an elite NBA player is unquestionable, his recent struggles and injury setbacks have raised doubts about his ability to command a lucrative deal. Thompson's performance on the court has been under scrutiny, particularly his shooting efficiency, which has declined in recent games. He is averaging 17.1 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2.3 assists in 45 games this season. Thompson is also shooting 41.5% from the field and 37.1% from three-point range, both of which are career-worst marks. Despite still being a valuable contributor, there are concerns about whether he can maintain the level of play required for a significant contract extension. Marcus Thompson too acknowledges Thompson's immense talent and the possibility of a resurgence, but highlights the need for a pivot in his approach. As Thompson grapples with his current challenges, it's essential for him to adjust his mindset and embrace a new role that aligns with his current abilities. The Warriors organization also faces decisions regarding Thompson's future role and contract negotiations. While he remains a beloved figure and an integral part of the team's success, there is recognition that adjustments may be necessary to maximize his contributions. Thompson's journey reflects the reality faced by many star athletes as they navigate the later stages of their careers. While there may be disappointment in acknowledging the limitations of age and injury, there is also an opportunity for growth and adaptation. Ultimately, Thompson's legacy as a Hall of Famer and multiple-time champion is secure, regardless of the trajectory of his career in its later stages. The focus now is on finding a path forward that allows him to continue making meaningful contributions to the Warriors while ensuring his long-term well-being and satisfaction. The luxury tax implications for the Golden State Warriors could indeed play a significant role in their decision-making regarding Klay Thompson's contract. With the team already facing substantial luxury tax bills in recent years and projected increases in the coming seasons, there are serious financial considerations at play. Last year, the Warriors incurred a luxury tax of $163 million, a figure that is expected to rise to an estimated $186 million this year. Looking ahead, projections suggest that the luxury tax could climb even higher, reaching $6 million in the next year, despite the roster not being finalized. As repeat offenders of the luxury tax, the Warriors are subject to increasingly harsh penalties under the NBA's Collective Bargaining Agreement, CBA. The league's new CBA imposes significant financial penalties on teams that repeatedly exceed the luxury tax threshold, making it financially burdensome for teams to maintain high payrolls year after year. While teams may be willing to pay the luxury tax when they are winning and contending for championships, the Warriors' current standing as the 11th seed with a record of 22-25 raises questions about the rationale behind shouldering such a massive financial burden. If the team is perceived to be on a decline or not in serious contention for a title, the cost of maintaining a high-priced roster becomes harder to justify from a financial standpoint. In light of these considerations, the Warriors' front office may need to carefully weigh the financial implications of offering Klay Thompson a massive contract extension against the team's current performance and long-term prospects. Ultimately, the luxury tax implications could factor into the decision-making process and potentially influence the team's willingness to commit to a lucrative deal for Thompson. And you fan, what do you think of the Klay Thompson situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.